the next biggest subject of the week. Got a couple little blips that we wanted to cover in about it, and we're going to rank draft style the top 21 players in this year's Super Bowl 55 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Kansas City Chiefs. So, Isaiah, first pick overall, who's the best player in the Super Bowl?
Oh, geez, this is tough. Probably Patrick Mahomes.
All right.
Oh, you didn't say Chad Henne. That's crazy. Wow.
Come on. Anything is possible.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
Ben will take care of it. Ben will say Chad.
Yeah, I got Henne next. No. Go Mahomes. Yeah. Okay. I am going to go with Travis Kelce, number 2.
Okay.
Pretty much unguardable. So.
Yeah, he's any underneath. You gotta cover the over top when you have weapons like Tyreek Hill, and you gotta cover the underneath, and you have, Travis Kelce and those mid-range guys. So that's why at number 3, I'm taking another Kansas City Chiefs, 3 straight. Tyreek Hill. You got to cover the over the top, the elusiveness when he even catches it in open field. You're not gonna get him. So I'm gonna say Tyreek Hill, number 3.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady, number 4.
All right.
Until he shows me he's still an incredible player. So
I think like I was telling Ben, I think he's number 8 in like the regular season if you rank all these players. But like you can't bet against Tom Brady in Super Bowl. His rank goes way up.
That's the thing. In one game, like if you're just saying in one game who's going to be the best player, like I think Patrick Mahomes is the obvious choice. But like
Tom Brady might be number.
You could pick Tom Brady number 2. For one game.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
And it's a close second because of how he's been so good in Super Bowls.
He was my number 2 on my list. Like just because if you ask him to go out one game, he can do it for you.
I had him at 5, but I probably have him around 9 or 10 in any other.
I had him at 4, but it's your 3. I'm sorry. All right, number 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Chris Jones.
Okay.
Defensive tackle. Pretty much, I think he's gonna be a key to the game, which we can talk about, but because Tampa Bay's run game is not amazing, but they've been able to be pretty consistent, getting 3 or 4 yards a pop with Leonard Fournette and the playoff Lenny in the postseason. So I think that's really helped Brady take those deep shots off play action. So if Trump can slow down the run, maybe get some pressure on Brady, that's going to change the game.
He's the only guy they really have in their front 7. So other than maybe Frank Clark, but I mean. Yeah, it's rough. So he's got to make a statement in this game. Number 6, I'm going to go with Mike Evans, wide receiver, Tampa Bay.
All right. You can change the game. Tampa Bay's receivers are so inconsistent with just catching the football.
But I feel like Mike Evans has been the most consistent.
Yeah, he's just been hurt, but yes.
Yeah. But when he's out there, he's been very effective.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to go with our second defensive player, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's a good one.
He's having a great postseason, especially. But he's a very versatile safety too. Like he not maybe as good as Jamal Adams, but he reminds me a little bit of that, where you could really throw him wherever you kind of want.
Yeah. Here's my next one available. That's a good one.
What number are we on?
We are 8.
8. I'm gonna go with Devin White.
Devin White.
Yeah. Man, I'm chalk so far.
Devin White would have been lower on the list until he came back that week and was the best player on the field. Game-changing speed at linebacker.
He's been good. I still had him at 12, but I think he's moved up that list exponentially every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that doesn't hurt my feelings either. But I have another linebacker next, Levante David.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, that's who I had next.
He's more consistent than White. White gets out of position because he just.
But if White could come up huge in the Super Bowl, and that's the thing, like White has been very good in big games, and David's just really good in every game. But like, I think in the elite games, like it's like Tom Brady being elevated in these games. I think Devin White's going to be a key factor.
I'd agree.
All right, I'm going to go with the first offensive lineman.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with,
Marpet.
Between two.
You thinking Marpet?
I was thinking either Marpet or Jansen. I'm going to go with Marpet.
Okay. Yeah, Marpet's my first offensive line.
Yeah. I have them back to back, but Marpet I have higher. He missed some of the season, and if you look up the stats, like pressures and run game without Marpet versus with Marpet, it's game changing. So
bonus points if you guessed his college. Smallest school in the NFL. Hobart.
In the NFL.
He went to Hobart College.
Hobart.
Right.
Oh my God, now.
Right. They must get good corn.
Yeah, right. Number 11, Ben. What you got?
Shaquille Barrett.
All right, good move. Good move.
Yeah, he's been pretty nuts. He had a crazy NFC Championship game. I just don't know. I think he'll probably show up pretty big in this game too with the Chiefs' issues up front. If Mahomes is hobbled at all too, that could get ugly, honestly. So we'll see what happens. Chiefs will probably definitely have success, but I think that front seven is going to show up big.
Yeah, I agree. Number 12 is who I also have listed at 12. I'm going to go with Vita Vea. He's not quite Chris Jones, but he's been very effective since he's come back from injury as well.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go back to offensive explosive weapons. I'm going to go with Chris Godwin.
Yep, that's my next one.
Yeah, he's a free agent this year, right?
He's going to be a free agent, yeah.
And I really want the Lions to pick him up.
That'd be something.
They
got to do some maneuvering.
On a lot of teams in the NFL, Chris Godwin's a number one guy. He still has a bit of growth to go through till he's like a true number one on any team, but yeah, he's a stud wide receiver. In a game filled with great wide receivers, he makes his name known.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with this is tough. What number is this again?
14.
14. Yeah. I'll go with JPP.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 pressures against the Chiefs the first time they met. And they had 2 sacks last game. I think he and Shaquille Barrett are going to really get after Mahomes. So, and that's how Todd Bowles likes to play defense anyway. So they're going to get after him.
Mm-hmm. I can dig it. I'm going to go with another secondary player for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's been a superstar rookie this year for him, L'Jarius Sneed. Definitely their best corner.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with. Gosh, I guess I'm just picking the offensive lineman.
You're gonna go Jensen here.
Yeah, Jensen here. A lot of people think he might be the best center in the league, or at least one of them.
He's the meanest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's great. That I think I will get to it later. I think the story of the game for me is going to be the front 7 of the Kansas City Chiefs versus the offensive line of the Buccaneers. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. Both trenches matchups are really good, especially with the injuries on the Kansas City Chiefs. But
yeah.
All right.
17, Ben.
17. Yeah.
Playoff Lenny.
Not playoff Lenny. I thought about it.
He's on my list.
Yeah. If you're ranking importance, playoff Lenny's up there for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. I am going to actually put Frank Clark here.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much he's pretty much the only edge pressure that the Chiefs have a chance of getting, in my opinion. So if I'm the Bucs O-line, I don't really think you look at this game and you're like overly concerned. But Frank Clark has had big playoff games in his career, especially the last 2 seasons. So he can certainly make some noise. So
number 18. I am going to go with Clyde Edwards-Helaire from Kansas City. I think he could have if he has a game anywhere similar to what he did against Clemson when it was LSU Clemson in the championship, then it's gonna be rough.
He only comes out for the championships.
Yep, exactly.
And he's healthy.
Yeah. I know there's better players than this, but I've already picked 2 offensive linemen. I'm going to go off the board on a weird position again. I'm going to go with Harrison Butker, the kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey. Yeah, he's definitely a top kicker.
It's my last pick, and I want to go with the kicker.
It makes sense.
And hey,
he's one of the best kickers in the league. It's hard to.
It's hard
the best kicker in the league is probably somewhere around 19 in a Super Bowl list, but
it could come down to it.
Yep.
I'm going with Tristan Wirfs here.
He's been a great rookie tackle.
Great rookie year, and the whole reason why the Bucs I think they're going to win is because they're going to keep Brady upright, and he's going to pick him apart. So, sorry, I just previewed my pick, but
you're good. And then I guess the last one here for the 21st, I'm going to go with Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, I was debating between him.
And I know. I want to quick get you some of your wild card honorable mentions that are really close, but
yeah,
I have Ndamukong Suh. I just think his mean streak is going to come alive here in the Super Bowl. This is the first time he's playing for a championship team, and I mean, anytime I get to see a former Lion get a chance to play in a championship game, I really root for him, and I hope that he brings his fire. So
he steps on someone.
Right, exactly. Step on Mahomes, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out past their prime, Rob Gronkowski and Antonio Brown.
Yep, they're the close on my list for sure.
Yeah, they were on my list, but
I think
if it was 3 years ago, they'd be top 10.
Right.
Jordan Whitehead's got to be on there if he's healthy.
He's moved up a lot too over time.
Tigers till he came out.
Definitely. Shout out Scherf and Schwartz. Is it Scherf?
Not Scherf.
No.
Well, Schwartz he's hurt, and that's the problem.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they lost. Oh, Eric Fisher. Sorry.
Same with OJ Howard. OJ Howard's also on IR.
Scotty Miller just because he's a boss.
Yeah.
I bet he's gonna be he's a sleeper for me to win the MVP this game.
I don't know about MVP, but Brady's gonna hit him for like 8 catches for like 100 yards. Watch.
I think he's gonna have a good game. I also have Derek Nottie for Kansas City. I've got Sammy Watkins that's up there. Carlton Davis is a great slot corner for Tampa Bay.
Chiefs.
I think just Schwartz and Fisher. Like I think they'd be in my top 10 if they weren't injured. Like they'd probably be the best offensive lineman on the field.
Schwartz for sure. I don't know about Fisher's kind of been like, I mean, he was a first overall pick, but I wouldn't ever say he deserved to be the first overall pick if you redraft. He's been okay. Yeah. He's always been just solid, but he's never been elite. And I think another sleeper is the Kansas City linebacker, Damian Wilson. He's had a pretty good year.
I think another one that could have a big game is McCole Hardman, though. I wouldn't put him in the top 21, but with the Chiefs receivers, if they spend so much time focusing on Kelsey and Tyreek Hill, that suddenly, McCole Hardman hits you with some huge plays. So,
do we want to leave out the best fullback in the game, Anthony Sherman?
I mean,
damn. MVP.
Right, exactly.